Hey friends, it's Mark Felice, and I am here to share with you some of my awesome tips on traveling to Cancun, Mexico. In fact, 13 tips in coming to Cancun, Mexico. I decided to come down here last minute and spend a little time in the sun, have a little fun. And anyway, I thought, why not share some tips because I've been coming here all my life. And so we're taking a little bit of a diversion from Europe, and we're going to hit hard 13 top tips for traveling to Cancun. But before I do, just a friendly reminder, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to this YouTube channel for more information today. It's Eurotrotter, it's Mark Felice, and it's a ton of fun. I hope you like the 2019 season trailer for Eurotrotter. Awesome, awesome, awesome shoot in Europe. So please stay tuned for more on that. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and thank you. Okay, top 13 tips for traveling to Cancun, Mexico. Here we go. And tip number one is why Mexico? Well, let me tell you why Mexico. First, it's close. If you're coming from the United States in particular, it's super easy to get to. You can almost always get a direct flight from a major city. It's inexpensive, very, very affordable. You get a ton of pesos to the dollar, 18.2 to be exact right now. And it's beautiful. They have some of the best beaches I've ever seen in the world. It's tropical, it's sunny, it's extremely easy to get around. It's basically a big strip like Las Vegas. And there are a ton of great choices for hotels. There's fantastic food, and the shopping is killer. So it really has everything you could ever want in a vacation spot, but right here in a very condensed area. And anyway, super easy, super fun. Okay, tip number two. Do you go to an all-inclusive resort, or do you go to a non-all-inclusive resort? Now, I've not done an all-inclusive before, but let me tell you what I believe are the three pros for going to an all-inclusive. One, all you can eat and drink. So what does that mean? It means you're going to save money, especially if you're budget conscious. That's the way to go. They're going to offer multiple restaurants, multiple pools, and multiple activities. But for me, I like to get out of the resort. So that's probably the biggest reason why I haven't done an all-inclusive. And you know me, I'm a huge foodie. I love to eat, I love to drink, and I don't want to constrain myself to one place. So by going to a resort and not doing the all-inclusive package, you get the opportunity to get out and see the actual city. Try the different foods, the cuisine, and also when it comes to alcohol, I would imagine that at all-inclusives, they probably tend to use more of the well instead of the top shelf. So if drinking is important to you, that's probably another reason why you would want to not do an all-inclusive. Okay, tip number three, timeshare presentations. Speaking Spanish in Mexico is probably about happens as often as timeshare presentations do. I've been there, I've done them, I've actually gotten some, and while I have not really any regrets, what I would tell you to do is avoid them. Most often you're going to be hit up for timeshare presentations because you can save money either on the car rental that you've had or get a free week at another time. Just don't do them. They take time away from your vacation, they're a waste of the day, and there's a good chance that you're going to end up buying the place. Now you may say, oh no, 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 I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy. Been there, done that. You're going to do it. Why? Because no one has better salespeople than timeshare presentations. They give you great alcohol, great drinks. You've had plenty of sun. You're in the beautiful surrounding. You're seeing the place that you're about to buy. You have a little bit of pressure or a lot of pressure, and then you're in the heat of the moment. So it's super exciting, and of course you want to do it. Look, I've bought several, and I'm not loaded or anything like that. They're not very expensive. You know, you can get some that are super expensive. You can get some that are not. You can find really good deals. And if you like the area, then it might be a good investment. But if you're really there to relax and enjoy and kick back, don't do it. Okay, tip number four, the food scene. Cancun has a fantastic food scene. They have French, Italian, Asian, Argentine, Thai, Indian, Swiss, American. You can find just about everything here. Super international food scene. And here are some of my favorite restaurants. I like Cambalache and Puerto Madero for Argentinian steakhouse. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Those are absolutely my two top favorites. Caesar salad, filet mignon, out of this world. For French, La Palapa Belga. It is probably one of the most romantic restaurants here. You literally eat right on the lagoon, on a dock, on an oriental rug, absolutely gorgeous. And you go through kind of a rundown hotel to get there. You would never expect that there would be this high-end French restaurant there, but it is, and it's awesome. For Latin cuisine, Rosa Negra and Tora. For Italian, Santa Cola has fantastic homemade pastas, as does Casa Orlandi, and La Dolce Vita has been one that I've been going to for years. Get the chocolate truffle cake, get the Caesar salad, and the garlic bread has this incredible baked cheese on it. It's super, super good. And then for Swiss cuisine, check out Peter's. Those are some of my top spots. Now, let's get to tip number 5, which is money. Pesos versus dollars. Pay in pesos. You get more pesos to the dollar, especially when the conversion is done at home by the bank. So pay in pesos. Exchange your money at the hotels. Use an ATM, or you can get it ahead of time from your bank if you want to do that. One tip that I have is 4 tips, and that is bring $100 in singles down to Cancun, because you'll find that a lot of the service and staff like to be paid in dollars. And by having singles, it gives you the flexibility to really, pay what you want to pay. Make sure you use credit cards with no transaction fees when you're traveling, especially abroad. So pay in pesos when you're using your card. You're going to save on the conversion. And make sure that whether it's your credit card or whether it's your bank card, that you call your card or bank ahead of time to put a travel notification on the account to let them know that you're traveling. Otherwise, there's a great chance your card's not going to work when you try to use it. Tip number 6, buses versus taxis. If you don't want to pay the price for a taxi, take the bus. It's easy. They come very often. They're all over the place, and it's inexpensive. In fact, it's only 12 pesos or 66 cents a ride. Bus number 1 takes you downtown. It also takes you back to the hotel zone. Bus number 2 takes you downtown, as well as to Walmart, Sam's Club, and Costco. So make sure you bring those cards. So if you are staying in a resort that has a kitchen, you definitely want to check out Walmart, Sam's Club, or Costco. They even have a BJ's if you want to load up on food and bring it back to your villa, especially if you plan on doing any cooking in the room. And again, both bus 1 and 2 will take you back to the hotel zone. So which side of Cancun, tip number 7, do you stay on? I always stay on the Caribbean side. The lagoon side is quieter. It's, in my opinion, it's not as pretty. And the beach is loaded with seaweed. So stay on the Caribbean side, which is a really, really, really long strip of Cancun. And then hotel versus resort. Well, a resort can oftentimes be cheaper than an American chain hotel like a Marriott, and they'll have a lot bigger space. So don't run right to those American hotels right away. Check out some of the different resorts that are down here. We always stay at the Royal Resorts. I'm actually staying at the Royal Sands right now. This place that my family has a timeshare at, and we've had it for years, and it really is nice. So you get a big chance to spread out. They have living room, kitchen, dining room. It's really, really nice, and it fits up to 6 people. Okay, shopping. So you know me, I love to shop. So here we go. Here are the best places to go shopping in Cancun, Mexico. La Isla, Puerto Cancun, which is the Marina Town Center, and Plaza Kukulkan, which unfortunately is under renovation right now, but it looks, or Luxury Avenue at Plaza Kukulkan, which is not being impacted by the renovation. But here's the trick. If you're going to buy any of this high-end fashion, just like in Europe, you can get some of that tax back here in Mexico. You get about 9% back. So make sure that you ask for the tax forms and receipts when you buy these things. And then you can go to the office, usually upstairs in the mall or shopping area, or you can do it at the airport. But don't forget about it, because that 9% adds up. Let's see, tip number 10, grocery stores. Believe it or not, Walmart, Costco, BJ, Sam's Club, Selecto, Chedraui, and Soriana are all great grocery stores down here. They have really different things. If you want to get a taste of the culture, go to a grocery store. You'll find incredible foods, different foods, and just a whole different shopping experience. So I truly encourage you guys to get out of the resorts, get out of the hotels, do that and buy some food. The airport. You're going to the Cancun airport and you arrive, make sure that you keep your customs form. You'll have to fill it out on the airplane, and then what happens is they'll rip the bottom part off when you're going through customs, and they'll give it back to you. Don't lose it, or it'll cost you about $50 to get another form to get out of the country. So hold on to it, shove it in your passport, which you do need to take to Mexico, and then you'll have no problem getting out of the country. Tip number 12, food and water, totally safe down here. So don't be afraid to drink the water. Now, I would say this. When you're in the hotel zone, don't be nervous about drinking the water. It's purified at least 3 times. So when you go to the restaurants in the hotel zone, order the tap water. Don't go and pay for the expensive bottled water. When you're actually in the downtown or El Centro area, you know, you can take your chance with the tap water, but bottled water is probably something that you'll want to shoot for there. Tip number 13, and of course this happened to me on my beautiful trip, my beautiful time down here, but I did get sick. Got a terrible head cold from somebody sneezing on the plane. So probably one of the most important tips that I could share with you today is how do you handle what to do when you get sick when you're in Cancun, Mexico. And the really cool thing is that you probably should see a doctor. And what's really cool is that in Cancun, they still have the doctor home visits. So I actually had, I called the resort down to the front lobby. They sent a doctor over to the hotel. Here, it was about $150. And the doctor came, gave me an exam, and then wrote me a prescription right away for some antibiotics and some other cold medicine. And I didn't even have to leave. They even had the pharmacy deliver the medication for another $50. So for $200, I had the doctor, I got my meds, and in a couple of days here, I'm back to normal. So absolutely something that's important to know when you're traveling to Cancun. And let's see, stay out of the sun and get plenty of rest if you're on antibiotics. That's it. Top 13 tips for traveling to Cancun. Adios, my friends. I hope you like it. Bye.